For the last 13 days, I have been challenging myself to list on Poshmark and sell items from my consignment store to pay my rent. Now, we're on the last day of this challenge and I am nowhere near my goal. I was aiming for $2,500 in these 2 weeks. However, halfway through, I realized that wasn't going to happen, so I changed it to $1,000. While we did hit that, I want to say I did have some returns and there are still some other sales that I've shipped, but who knows if those customers are going to want to return those items too. I really hope not, fingers crossed, but you just never know. So at this moment, our current total for this challenge, we're at $1,157.51. Now this is including 2 orders that I did get cases opened up for, and I think I mentioned this in another video. Both of those cases did get approved by Poshmark, so I have not received them back yet, but if those customers do end up shipping them back and I receive them and they're fine, then that total will be deducted. I will give like a full recap once I receive all of the money from these sales. But as of right now, I am like almost halfway to the original goal. I surpassed the secondary goal that I made, so I'm not mad at that. And honestly, this is just more money in my pocket than I would have had if I didn't try this challenge. So at the end of the day, even if I didn't hit my goal of $2,500, I still made a good chunk of money. We're happy with it. Also, it got me back into the habit of listing on Poshmark. I have to build this habit back up because I've gone so long without doing it. I'm about to celebrate 2 years of being in my brick and mortar vibe consignment. I was in a different brick and mortar before this, but the whole process was a little bit different. So anyway, 2 years in this space. And so that's minimum 2 years of me really not prioritizing Poshmark or selling online. So this is just a whole new kind of landscape that I'm having to explore and learn about, especially with all of the changes that have been happening. So anyway, I wanted to give you guys a quick update. Since the last time I saw you, I did make a few sales. So I sold a pair of Sorel tall rain boots for $45. I also sold a pair of Doc Martens. This is like my 3rd or 4th pair of Doc Martens that we've sold for this challenge. These sold for $72. And then I also sold this lack of color bucket hat for $30. So very happy with those. But another update, I ended up going live the other night and it did not go well. I will say I did not do any sort of prior promotion. I didn't even have anything loaded in my store. The way I ran sales before was I just popped up randomly whenever I was slow, and I would just have people shop my store. So I'd have people request sizes, brands, styles, and I would go to that section of my store and show them what I had. I tried to do that this time. It did not work out. So in order for me to do live selling, I'm going to have to do a lot more research. I'm going to have to make sure that I'm planning these things ahead of time. And maybe Poshmark isn't the platform for that. I had a friend who also owns a consignment store in California tell me that she just did Whatnot for the first time, and I used to sell on Whatnot as well, but she went on there for the first time, no following, did not preload anything, just kind of popped up and had a bunch of jeans to sell, and she sold over 50 pairs in her first show. So that's also promising. We're having a big sale in my store now, it starts in a couple days, and once the sale is over, I will be seeing items that don't sell, either returning them back to consigners or donating them. But what I might do actually is before I donate them, I might try to sell them in a live sale, then pay out my customers that. So at least they're getting a little bit and I can kind of practice with live selling. So I don't know, I've toyed around with the idea of doing a live selling challenge. These challenges are fun because it really gets me out of my element and it gives me a goal. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. I have the end of the day today to make as many sales as I can. I listed actually some clothes today. So we'll see, and I will give you guys the whole wrap up, the whole scoop once I get everything kind of settled once all of the payments come through and I make sure that we don't have any more returns, so fingers crossed. And then the other update before I have to go, I'm about to end this, I did get a confirmation email from USPS saying that they received my order for the Ground Advantage supplies and they should arrive within 5 to 7 business days. So hopefully I'll get all the updates, everything I need to tell you in my next video that I'll be sharing with you guys. But anyway, if you guys have been here for the whole journey, I love you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.